Hi you guys, my name is Jennifer and I have a kindergartner and a third grader in Abeka, and I am here to help you throughout the school year. I am so happy that you are homeschooling with me. Today we are on lesson 22. The second half of this video will be lesson 23, but I always like to prepare what books we'll be needing for the day. Every day is different. This day we are going to be utilizing that larger flashcard, 4, 5, and 6 to be specific. We will be working out of our letters and sounds book for our phonics lesson, as well as our numbers book for our numbers lesson. I always get out our writing with phonics book. We will be using this every day throughout the school year. We will be utilizing our ladders this day, the V, the L's, and the T's. These are found in the back of our manual. I always put them back there so I do not lose them. I have lost some in the past. We are working out of our arts book this day, so there will be a fun activity we will be going over together. You will be needing some glue, some scissors, some crayons. Some of these popsicle sticks, I call them, I always find them at Walmart in a large count. But to start the day, we always go over our Bible lesson, our memorization Psalm 118:1. I play the video, and then we go ahead and move on into our skills development video. It's a fun, easy one for the kids, and you can get materials for tic-tac-toe. Then move on to your phonics lesson where you will get those ladders out. I went ahead and put them and lay them out for my son here. And we move on to our writing lesson. We will be working out of page 19. We are working on writing our B's. He has been so excited that he is actually getting better. I was very worried at first, but it's really coming along. And there's some good days, some bad days though, but we continue to work at it. Then we move on to our activity time, which is a fun one. We're working out of our arts book, page 17, and I feel like this scarecrow is the perfect thing to do right now, the perfect activity since I am planning all of my fall festivities. So this really just set it off. And here I am just watching over him cutting just to be safe. He never likes to cut because he says it's hard, but I'm really trying to help him get those motor skills developed. And there he is going there. He did a pretty good job cutting. He definitely takes some time here. And then we went ahead and colored the little scarecrow. He's been doing pretty good with gluing items, I've noticed. He loves activity time. We buy a lot of them at Dollar Tree. So he's kind of familiar with activity time. But again, this was just a perfect one. It was a lot of cutting, gluing, and coloring. And he absolutely loved how everything did come out. And he just finishes it up nicely. He wanted to name the little scarecrow, so he went ahead and named him Arvin, which I thought was super cute. The names kids come up with sometimes. This was a pretty quick activity that we really both enjoyed together. It was pretty easy, and again, I love how they continue to work on their coloring and the cutting, all of those motor skills that are needed. And here is our Arvin. Again, perfect timing for the season. Today is September 19th when I'm doing these videos, and we are just starting to prepare our fall festivities. Once we finish our activity, we move into page 17 in our numbers book, and this is a little how it looks like. And this is when you want to get out that 4, 5, 6 larger flashcard. This is kind of how I set my son up, just so for some visuals. And this is how he's done. He's counting amazingly up to 30, and even his handwriting is improving. We will work out of page 16 for our phonics lesson. Another fun one of coloring and circling the sounds that start with, or the vowels of a. And this is how he did. He's still working on coloring, but overall there's been a big improvement. And that was it for our day. I went ahead and played our enrichment video. Please stay tuned for lesson 23. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and prepare our day for what books are needed once again for lesson 23. As always, I do get the pencil and crayons out. In kindergarten, they do tend to use crayons a whole lot, but we will be working out of our letters and sounds book this day, our social studies book. Our writing book is always on the table. You can go ahead and get that large manuscript flashcard of N ready. They'll be practicing a new letter this day, as well as the smaller flashcard as well. They will need that for their phonics lesson. You can go ahead and get these ladders back out and be sure to put them back in the book so that you do not lose them. This has happened to me in the past. We are still using the B, L, and T ladder. We go ahead and start our day with our Bible video. We're going over that memorization O. I let that video play and I just wanted to quickly show what he wanted for breakfast this day. I like to show that sometimes. Skills development video, I went ahead and played that and moved on over to our phonics lesson. We will be working in page 17 this day. And I went ahead and got out the smaller flashcard of N as well. And I always place it in this little corner for him. He seems to grab it when he wants to. And he was so excited this day that he didn't get anything wrong. So I was so happy for him. And moved on to our writing lesson where we will be working out of page 20. And I went ahead and got that larger manuscript flashcard ready for him and set him up this way. He seems to like it this way. And this is how he did this day. Again, I feel like he's definitely has some improvement to do, but he has come a long way. And we will work out of our social studies book, page 19 and 20 for our activity time. And I always love these pages. He always asks some questions about jobs people do. So I really love that about these activities. This is how he colored this day, still working on trying to stay in the lines, but he is getting better. For our numbers lesson, it says to get some objects. I just get coins all the time. I think the one thing to focus on is asking the questions, what's after 2, what comes after 3, what comes after 4? And just be sure that they're comprehending everything they are learning and retaining. And finished our day off with language enrichment, which was focusing on being cheerful. So I loved that, and that was our day. I hope these days are getting much smoother for you. I'm going to be posting 2 to 3 times a week, so I will be here to guide you. I do hope to see you in my next video and homeschool together. Bye, you guys.